그리고 볼 것도 너무 많고 1시간이 있었는데 아직도 2층도 다 못 봤어요. 아닙니다. 반고흐의 초승화도 있고 앤디 워홀의 마릴린 먼로도 있고 되게 다양한 작품이 있는 곳이.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, here's the Christmas tree. Right in my car.
Elevator cars. Your trip to the sky deck will only take about a minute. That means your elevator is traveling at a speed of more than 24 feet per second. The tower opened its doors in 1973 and held the title of the world's tallest building for 25 years. The west antenna reaches 1,730 feet above the Chicago streets. We're now passing 850 feet and San Francisco's Transamerica Pyramid, 970 feet and the Yokohama Landmark Tower, Japan's tallest building, 1,062 feet and Paris's stunning Eiffel Tower, the Bank of China Tower in Hong Kong, 1,250 feet and the Empire State Building in New York. And now we're here, 103 stories up. Welcome to the top.
Possibly live over in the area. Well, all my family does. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, we're the only ones that moved to Clayton House.
아, 너무 예뻐. 하늘 봐. 오늘 날씨 너무 좋다. 근데 내가 저기를 가야 되는데 어떻게 가지? 네이비 피어를 가야 되는데 당황스럽네.
Yes, we could go everywhere. She got the answer.
Stay in this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while?